Okay, here is an electrolysis apparatus, and this is the solution that we put it in. Give that a little stir. It is a 1.5 molar sodium hydroxide solution. Pardon my beheaded body talking to you. I promise I have a head. Oops, I forgot. Before we put that in there, I have to connect the alligator clips. When you hook up an electrical current to a basic solution with water, we can separate the hydrogen from the oxygen, like in the reaction I showed from the notes. Anyway, now I can pour the sodium hydroxide and water in there. Now we have these little test tubes that the gases are going to go in. I have to be careful that the test tubes are full of the liquid. You can see I mess up a bit here. Now I put the test tubes on top of the electrodes. These metal rods are what is going to be electrified. Next, I have to hook them up to the battery. And finally, this battery will split water into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. You're welcome for speeding up the video here. It took much more time in person. Notice how the bubbles are rising to the top? This is a little strange. It was filled completely with liquid, but we made a gas, and the gas is coming off of those metal rods. So the bubbles of gas that we produced rise up the test tubes and then have nowhere to go. They actually force the liquid out of the bottom of the test tube back into the plastic container. Neat! Now you can definitely see we got about twice as much hydrogen as oxygen. This is because of that 2 in front of the H2 in the equation. And again, there is twice as much hydrogen as there is oxygen in H2O. So I disconnect the battery, which breaks the circuit and stops the reaction. And if you know anything about hydrogen gas, it could be that you know it's explosive. So we get to test it. The best way to test whether something is explosive? Anyone? Light it on fire! I promise. That was slightly more dramatic in person. It did make me jump out, even though I was expecting it. And like any good scientist, I then clean up after myself. I totally wanted to put the cleanup song here, but I didn't want a copyright strike. Thanks for watching, everyone.